I feel it just probably was something deeper behind that with them two.
What?
That made him like,
Just,
no, that we ain't finna start shooting. I'm finna punch this nigga. Like it gotta be deeper. It was something deeper. It was something deeper for
There's
sure.
a few things that don't make sense about that night. Because the other thing I feel like a lot of people overlook is the fact that
Man,
it
who the
just so
fuck is this
happened that
nigga?
after the bullets started flying, Von's guys pull out guns, start to shoot in, and then the police hop out of the car immediately
Man,
and start
hell
shooting at
no.
Slutty and Louis, right? And
Man, who the fuck these boys got on goddamn no jumper? Man, we about to see what the interview right here talking about, man. They say 600Breezy say King Von was out of bounds when he swung on Quando Rondo. Duh, bitch. Adam be having some dumb ass title, bro.
Chicago niggas be underestimating niggas, and y'all be thinking y'all the only gangsters. So that's why the situation played out how it played out.
I know it's gangsters everywhere. I don't play with niggas nowhere.
Wow.
I don't give nobody the benefit of the doubt. I can be in Wyoming.
Yeah.
And I know there's some street niggas somewhere around here. I know niggas rob and shoot and kill everywhere. So some Chicago niggas might move like that, but that's a narrative they push on us that's really not true. Like, you see, you meet niggas like me, I don't treat niggas like they just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the only nigga you heard me say is a bitch ass nigga's a nigga that's from Chicago. Yellow. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, I don't be like, I know it's gangsters everywhere. So I know, like, I ain't never really been around my niggas and they just been like, oh, he from Iowa, he from Wisconsin, he a bitch, he from Indiana, he from, like, no, this shit going on.
But the
Niggas,
reason I say that though, because it's like
Real shit. This shit
in
going on.
Chicago, Von, you think Von would have ran up on a nigga and punched him first? Because usually a gunplay come right after that. So the fact that he even ran up on Quando and the first thing he thought was, I could just punch this nigga and it ain't gonna be nothing.
Because
You know what I'm saying? He underestimated the nigga or underestimated the situation?
the
He
whole
had to.
situation. He was out of bounds.
He had to. He thought that shit was sweet, boy. Me boy was smacking, boy. Gonna smack your ass in Georgia, boy.
Still, technically, he was in they state. Like, that ain't they city, but that's they state still.
But
You
if we
know
keep it
what I'm saying?
real, y'all, they had numbers on them though, in they state. So I think it's the mentality of Chicago niggas coming with like, man, these niggas ain't on shit, and then whole time,
I feel it just probably was something deeper behind that with them two.
what?
That made him like,
Just-
no, that we ain't finna start shooting. I'm finna punch this nigga. Like, it gotta be deeper. It was something deeper. It was something deeper for
there's
sure.
a few things that don't make sense about that night. Because the other thing I feel like a lot of people overlook is the fact that
Man,
it
who the
just so
fuck is this
happened that
nigga?
after the bullets started flying, Von's guys pull out guns, start to shoot in, and then the police hop out of the car immediately
Man,
and start
hell
shooting at
no.
Slutty and Louis, right? And
Man, who the fuck these boys got on goddamn no jumper? These boys done bought a British or something. That bitch talk too proper.
what was that? But I feel like that's something where people underestimate. I think the cops were doing surveillance on Von. I think they were following him everywhere he went. Because how damn near you get in a fist fight, someone shoots, and then literally within seconds, there's two police armed shooting on the scene. So I feel like Von underestimated a lot of things. I think the feds were watching him everywhere he went, and I don't think he realized that.
What was it? Feds who popped out and
You
shot,
know
or was
what?
it
Nah,
just
those
cops?
was just state police that was
Oh,
just right
you
there.
know what?
It's just a little too coincidental. Now they were just right there, ready to shoot.
No,
It's
that
outside of a
make-
club. in
Yeah,
Atlanta.
it's like a
Yeah,
party
but
type
Still,
area.
that
There's
make a
people
lot of
around.
sense if was looking at him to be the head of that case. So if they was looking at him to be the head of that case already, they already was having surveillance on him, following his every moves, because when this shit go down, we going to go get these niggas wherever from where they at type shit. And Bond got money, so they weren't gonna be able to let him run. Like, damn.
Did you ever see that video of him hopping off the plane and like some
And
feds?
I was just gonna say that. I swear to God,
So,
I was just gonna say
It make
that,
a
bro.
little sense when you say that, but from
Yeah.
the body cam footage, it looked like just Atlanta police. If you watch, because that hookah lounge, I've been there before or whatever, or that little spot, like
Yeah.
before all that shit, and like there be police just chilling out there in those parking lots and shit. So I don't know, it could be, but I mean, at the end of the day, we do see a video of the feds approaching Vaughn right off the plane and like.
But also, if we found out that like a couple of Atlanta cops had been tasked with like, okay, let's follow this extremely notorious Chicago rapper and his crew around, that wouldn't be surprising in the least. You know, like that probably happens all the time.
Well, the other loose end, a lot of people think that I kind of believe behind the scenes is that I don't think it's a coincidence they ended up in that parking lot together at that time.
No, Vaughn went out of his way to go there. Yeah, he found out that he was there.
But it was a question of did he get the drop on Quando? Did Quando get the drop on him? Or did they
Yeah,
speak
'cause
and
it's-
arrange and say, "Yo, let's get the fade"?
I think Quando was booked there, right?
I don't think he was booked at that club. Quando's official story is that he'd been to some other club and they'd been shooting a music video before, and they was just going to go in here and grab some females and Grab some chicks to take back to the Airbnb.
That don't even sound right. I ain't even heard that. I ain't know that part. That don't sound right at all. That don't sound right at all. Cause Vaughn, it was top birthday, I believe, and they was all somewhere else having a time. You know what I'm saying? Like so. Now I'm looking at the shit differently because that's crazy.
I feel like they arranged to meet up. Maybe not even on some fighting stuff, but like to have words.
Don't you think we would know?
Yeah, I'll say the police.
I think the opposite though. I think it was just miscellaneous and just fluky, just ran into each other. Because for one, Track already talked about it. He woke Vaughn up out of sleep, and it's just if you watch the video, I don't think Quando finna sit there and try to shake the nigga hand if you really think it's all that. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like he was going in for the what up, and then it turned to some other shit.
Adam, you've done ecstasy before, right?
Yeah.
You don't catch no sleep on the ecstasy.
Monday.com, the opposite of any work platform we tried in the past. We tried other work management platforms, not naming names. They all suck. Monday, total opposite.
I was
Bro, I don't know what the fuck these boys talking about, bro. These white boys just talking about shit, bro. These boys don't know what the fuck they talking about. The real shit.
mentioned this rumor that I had heard that Vaughn was on X pill, but like the idea that he was sleeping beforehand does not really agree with that to me.
I've seen toxicology said he was off of X.
I've done ecstasy, and you ain't taking no naps. That's the last thing you're thinking about.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Ecstasy can stay in your system for 3 to 4 days, right?
Yeah, it can, but I think
You think he was on that rolling like right now?
Rolling that night for Boss's birthday.
I mean, the nap thing to me just don't really align with that. But I mean, I've also a lot of people are a lot more habituated to ecstasy than I am. So I only probably did it maybe like 10 times in my life.
Well, there's that other video of Von. He's with BJ, and they're saying in the video when he's live talking about, he's saying to the comments, "Yo, how many bodies do you think I got? More than 5? More than 5?" People are saying he's off at X-Pill in that video. In that video,
Man, these boys don't know what they
A lot of
talking
Chicago
about.
dudes, X-Pill, it's like your daily vitamin. Just,
Yeah, I used to eat that shit like
Yeah.
nothing. It's candy.
I know what it is. It ain't that. I'm probably just ain't tuned in with this shit. I don't give a fuck about these boys taking it, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm here for the juicy shit, bro.
like the Calumet buildings.
So, 59th King Drive, Calumet building is really like 3 or 4 blocks up, really. So yeah, that's the same right there.
And so, what was your experience like when they obviously knocked down those buildings and kind of, because from what I understand from my research is like they knocked down those buildings and it really just screwed up the whole.
It fucked the hood up, yeah. So it's like a lot of niggas is family and shit. Like I got op cousins and shit like that, and niggas that's on the other side that used to be with us and shit like that. That's how niggas like J Main is BD, and he could have stories with and pictures with niggas like C-Day and shit like that when he's young because they in the building. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yeah, that shit. I had I went to Wisconsin for like 2.5 years and came back like 05, 06. That shit that they had just tore the buildings down. But first they did it like a sweep. They did like a federal. That shit was crazy. Helicopters in the hood and shit. Police had the whole neighborhood sold up like with There was probably 1,000 police cars. People just coming out the buildings in handcuffs and shit like that. And it's like they took the money out the neighborhood. They pushed everybody else on people's blocks. And not only did they do that, at the same time, they did it with the rest of Chicago. So they just taking people from all these buildings and just pushing them into other people's neighborhoods. And they got a different mentality than us. We are born on these blocks and we do shit differently. These niggas ran their own buildings. Drug rings, all type of shit. And they did what they wanted to do. So they got that same mindset. So they came on the streets like, shit, we finna take these niggas shit over. And that's where all the murders came from.
Let me ask you this then to piggyback off that. So was the Calumet building a GD building?
No, that was a BD building.
It was a BD building? Cause niggas be trying to say at one point you was GD and you flipped from GD to BD.
No, so I was claiming GD like on some young shit, 12, 13, 14, 15,
But
16.
is that a block situation? Like
so what that is, so still with 59th and King Drive, we is 50% GDs, 50% BDs
Word.
to this day because how our blocks work, it's like a BD block, GD block, BD block, GD block. Like so it's A-Hake, that's Calumet, Brick City, that's us, King Drive in between Calumet and shit like that. Then you got the villains. That's my daddy num block. That's Prairie. That's the main strip. It's all different names to this shit, but they just labeled it 600 because of the movement that we got. You know what I'm saying? Like the impact we made.
Yeah.
So technically that is our shit because then we be on them blocks and that's our family shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Shit.
a lot of them niggas, people be seeing with me in them pictures, half of them niggas is
The GD?
GDs, bro.
So who was forcing the
Right.
line? Like, all right, we straight BD now. Like,
No, yeah, a lot
older
of
niggas?
niggas, it was only like it was like niggas just became men and wanted to learn. Like I've been BD since I'm damn near 17, 18, and I'm 34. So I wouldn't know half the shit I know if I never became a black disciple. I learned what I really was supposed to learn, my real literature behind that shit. So it was just like even when niggas was claiming GD and shit, I think we was kids. We didn't know what the we was doing this, and we just throwing shit up and claiming that shit because our daddies and our uncles and shit is gangsters.
and then,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, I
Like,
feel it.
yeah. So if the niggas like, a lot of niggas just be claiming shit and they not even really, they don't even understand what they claiming. They just saying it. Like, I know everything, I know any and everything about being a black disciple. You know what I'm saying? But that also made me know about being a gangster disciple as well because it's damn near the same shit.
These boy put me on so much Chicago knowledge. They were just tuned in.
Fun. At once it's damn near 360. It's damn near the same literature. Like,
Yeah, tight.
yeah.
So,
Shout out to everything 420. It's like
Man, get your junk ass on, nigga. I don't know. It ain't even like I don't fuck with Adam. I fuck with Adam. It just, man, that nigga be on some junk shit. I can't even. Man, I just sat here and called the man junkie. Looked at myself in the camera. Boy, you high for? Man, I at y'all, boy. Oh shit! Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification. Y'all know what to do.